What's up, everyone? I'm here today with my best friend in the world, Chris, and today we are ranking Chris's favorite franchise, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Chris, what makes you love Nightmare on Elm Street so much?
I think just the whole concept of Freddy Krueger as a killer, he's this demonic character who was once a child slasher who was burnt alive by the parents of the children he murdered. So, and what he did was, gave his soul to the devil, and now he comes back as that burnt and deformed, creature, essentially, almost like he's still man, but like and he attacks in their dreams. So it's kind of hard to defeat him. Like I think the whole concept was just really unique of its time, and I think that it's iconic. Like probably top three iconic serial killers of all time.
Yeah, dude, Freddy's fucking phenomenal. Let's just be completely honest. I love Freddy
Yeah.
so much, man. But let's just get right into it. Let's go ahead and just rank some of these movies. Starting off with a Nightmare on Elm Street one. I feel like for most franchises, minus a couple, um, the first movie's always held in the highest regard. It's the best one. But with the Nightmare franchise, I love the first Nightmare on Elm Street, but I don't think it's the best one in the franchise, and that's why
We're
I
gonna
don't
get
think
to
it
that in a
belongs.
bit. We're gonna get to that one in a minute because we both agree on which one is the best one.
I don't feel like the original Nightmare on Elm Street belongs in S tier. I am fine putting it in A tier. Are you
I
fine with
would
that?
say eight. Yeah, I would say A tier for sure for the simple fact that it was a great, phenomenal movie, but not the best in the series. But it was what jump started the series and created the whole like dialogue of Freddy Krueger. I'm not sure the word I'm trying to say, but yes,
I agree. I agree. I enjoyed the first Nightmare on Elm Street, honestly, and A tier feels like a good place for it. Now, we're now on to Nightmare on Elm Street 2, which I feel like is a pretty big decline from the first one, honestly. I'm
yeah,
not the biggest Nightmare on Elm Street 2 fan. I think Freddy's the scariest in this one for sure, but I like Freddy being more comedic. I like him having the
yeah.
one-liners.
I
And
agree. I think the comedy factor adds a lot to it. The story did not hit with this one for me. I don't know, something about the story and the ending I just was not a fan of. Um,
I
I'd
think
say
it's C tier.
C to D, yeah, C to D tier for
I
sure.
feel like C tier is probably the best bet on this.
I'd go with that. I'm comfortable with that.
There we go. Not on straight to C tier. And I don't think we really need to really harp on this one too much. Dream Warriors is the best in the franchise, and it's not even
Agreed.
close for me. Dream Warriors is
100% agreed.
phenomenal. It's the
S
best
tier.
Freddy. Freddy's at his best in it. I love all the side characters. I love part three so much.
I'm right there with you, man. And plus the story of it, Nancy coming back and being like what, a counselor, or I forgot her role in that, but working with them, with the group to, essentially take back their sleep and showing them how to fight Freddy and giving them the upper hand. Loved it. The story was there, acting was there. The character of Freddy, I feel like heavily evolved in this one.
Oh, I agree 100%. Love Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Next, we're going to talk all about the Dream Master. And I love the Dream Master as well. I think it's on par with the original personally. I'd put it one notch above. It's 3, 4, 1 is my favorite in that order. How do you feel about 4?
I agree. I agree. I don't know if I'd put it at S tier with three.
No, it's definitely A tier for sure.
I would give it A tier. Yes.
But it's above Nightmare on
Yeah,
Elm
I
Street
would say
1 for me.
putting it above night. Yeah, yeah, right there with you.
Now, Dream Master on the other hand, which is Nightmare on Elm Street 5, it's okay. I think it's better than the second one. I feel like this one belongs in B tier. Just
Yeah.
I feel like it's the most
It
forgettable of the
yeah,
franchise,
it's
honestly, but it's still really good, honestly.
yeah, I was gonna say you took the words out of my mouth. Definitely kind of forgettable, when you're looking at it, but I think that's also because so many people focus on the trio of them, the first three, that anything past that you kind of lose focus on. But I would definitely put that above the second one. Yes.
For sure. Now, this one here, we're going to disagree on, so we'll have some discourse. Freddy's Dead belongs in F tier. It is the biggest pile of garbage in the franchise, and it's terrible. There's zero redeeming qualities about it. I don't know what the hell they was thinking. This movie is utter trash.
I 1,000% disagree. I would not put it in F tier. That movie gives Freddy more backstory. You get the introduction of his daughter. You get more comedy from him. You know what I mean? You've got the escapees from the juvenile detention center who are trying to find their way out, but also crack. You have one that wants to crack the case, and he thinks it's him, and then like just the video game aspect, the one where he cuts the dude out of his parachute and he falls like that. I don't. Just certain little things will always stick with me. Only for his daughter to get the kill at the end with his own glove. I, bro, I,
It's
I look
trash.
lowest I will go because I would put it in B tier. You want F tier? I think we need to settle at C tier.
But I'm settling it behind part two.
I'll take what I can get. C tier is C tier.
I'll put it behind part two. I disagree. It belongs in F tier. Nightmare on Elm Street fans. His TikTok is I'm underscore just underscore Chris91, guys. Just let him know. Let him know, Nightmare fans. Next, we got New Nightmare, and I love this one. New Nightmare is phenomenal. I just think it belongs in S tier as well, honestly.
I'm right there with you. The whole concept of breaking the fourth wall within the movie in a sense, right? Because you've got the actress who played Nancy reprising her role, but then having to go back and like outside of that, she's dealing directly with Wes Craven and Robert Englund, all while she's having to fight Freddy IRL, to save her son, and you're getting this new version of Freddy that is just it seems like on a whole other level. Like yeah, S tier, 100% agree. Probably my second favorite next to Dream Warriors, if not I put them tied. I would put them tied.
Next is Freddy vs. Jason, and I think Freddy vs. Jason is a popcorn flick. It's fun. There's not really much of a story there. It's kind of just whatever, but it's a lot of fun. I feel like it belongs in B tier, honestly. Like it's just one of the movies. It's fun to watch.
I mean, I would argue A tier for the simple fact that this is the first time we're getting the blending of the worlds across the serial killers, right? Freddy Krueger versus
False,
False.
false. Jason goes to hell. Freddy pulls down Jason's mask. That's the first splitting of the characters.
Never saw that movie. So maybe that's why. Okay. I feel like I need to watch it. I don't know. Jason, the Friday the 13th movies were very hard for me to get into. Again, another series where I feel like the remakes were definitely better, but I never saw that one. So okay. So this is essentially a continuation, like a build off of that.
Yeah, like 10
Okay,
years
okay.
down after the fact.
But if that was just a scene where now it sparked a whole movie and you had such great acting in it, man. Like the acting, the story, the way that everything went, like in the characters, and they modernized it too, and they pulled stuff from the old movies. I would say A tier, but if you want B, I would be comfortable going B tier.
And I would put it right here. I would put it like high B in front of Dream Master.
Yeah,
Dream Child, I mean.
yeah.
Feel like that's fair. And now, Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. I
It's
absolutely love this film. I know people hate it. I know it's hated so much, but Jackie Early Haley is just as good as Robert Englund, in my opinion. I love the design of Freddy in this one, making him look like a real burn victim. He has great one-liners. I love the cast. The remake, everyone should go back and watch the remake. Let your
we
hatred for
need
not being
we need to
Robert.
watch it. Okay, as much as I hate this movie, I only watched it a couple times because I was just, to me as an OG Nightmare fan, I get what you're saying about the design of Freddy, making him a real burn victim, but at the same time, the whole point was not necessarily to make him, it was to make him burnt, yes, but he's a demon now, you know what I mean? He wasn't just this burn victim who came back to life. I also don't like how they changed the story. Freddy Krueger went from being a child murderer to a pedophile who was
Yeah, but
killing.
also they always alluded to him being a child predator in all of the movies, pretty much. Like
But the only way he was a child predator was because he was killing the kids. Not, I can't be not doing them.
it belongs in B tier, like
No,
the lowest B tier.
no, I would say F tier. I would say F tier.
If I had to settle putting Freddy's Dead in C tier, then so does the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
All right, but it goes at the end. It goes at the end. You
I
have
just
gotten your arguments to put stuff in front of others. I'm arguing this goes at the end.
the, strong disagree. But now this is where we turn this to you guys. What is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? What's your least favorite? What would your ranking look like? Let us know down in the comments below. You can follow me at the Jared Holmes on TikTok. Chris, where can I follow you?
You can follow me at I'm underscore Jess underscore Chris 91 on TikTok.
That's our ranking, guys. Let us know yours in the comments below, and we'll catch you on the next ranking.